What's up, everybody? So we're back on the shop with another Shop Talk Tuesday, and in this episode we are going to wrap up this build right here, the hidden Tang one that we've been working on, with the antler, the stabilized burl that we have right there from Oleg Bashkevich, and our Mocha Megane. We need to go ahead and make this all one cohesive handle, make it seamless, while still having that cool contrast. Now, a few of the things that I'm going to have to focus on here is transitions from the Mocha Megane into here, so that we can make sure that the guard really stands out but feels like it's all one piece, and then also making sure that this transitions well here. Now, the cool thing is the antler and the wood are gonna sand and grind together really easily because they're about the same softness. Now, going into the steel, of course, that's gonna be a little bit harder, and it's gonna sand at a different speed than the material behind it. So we'll have to be a little bit crafty with that and just take our time. Now, a lot of the work is going to be done on the 2x72, the spindle sander, and then of course by hand, doing a little bit of file work and a little bit of hand sanding. We're going to make this thing look absolutely awesome. I'm excited about this. Hopefully y'all are too, because this episode we're wrapping this up. We'll also be putting an edge on it and doing a little cut test, stuff like that. But guys, let's jump into it and let's get this thing knocked out. So we're going to start this off with a 36 grit belt, and basically what I want to go ahead and do is the rough profiling of everything. Kind of get it all to where it matches the antler just a little bit. I don't want to get too close to the antler with this belt because I don't want to start grinding into it. But we're going to do a rough profile. Go ahead and profile the guard here. Bring it down to where it actually comes to almost a point in the center here. And I'm going to be doing a lot of this by eye. I know what I'm looking for and what I'm going for, and I have a feeling I'm going to be able to do this pretty easily by eye and all that. But we're going to get it rough profiled, and then we're going to move over to the spindle sander, clean up a little bit of stuff, and then we'll do the rest of it by hand. So let's go ahead, profile this. So we're going to go ahead and start working on the finger choil area right here, the area where it transitions from the guard into the piece of wood. I want to get this defined on here. This is a 1/2 inch 80 grit drum right here. We're just going to get that nice and smooth, and then I'm going to do a little bit of work with hand files, but I'm going to use this to set this little area here first. Alright, so we got that transition nice and smooth right there. I might end up messing with this just a little bit more, but right now it's super comfortable up there. but I kind of want to expose the next layer of copper on this, so I'll probably work that a little bit more. But I'm going to start working this area right here with some files, get that going into the antler. And the reason why I'm going to be using files is I can remove a little bit of material at a time and not risk hurting the antler near as much as if I was using belts. So we're going to start that next, go over to the vise. Alright, so we're going to use various files here. I've got a larger rounding file, of course, some flat files, a small chainsaw style file, and then a thinner, smaller file. We're just going to go ahead and start removing material to round this section off a little bit more so that it fits a hand a little bit better. We don't have to do too much, but we're just going to try and make it mirror this little area, how thick this is. That's about it, and then call it good. So one of the things to know is as I'm filing this back, or as I'm profiling this area, I will be removing some of the antler like material right here. So some of that texture will be going away, primarily because I want it to flow into the handle seamlessly. If I was to leave some of these deeper sections in here, whenever you felt up to the actual handle area here, so where the wood is, you would actually feel that edge. So right where it meets up to here, a lot of this texture will go away. There'll still be a little bit there, but a lot of it will go away, and then it will fade from the lighter color into the bigger texture area here, because I'm going to try and remove almost none of this area back here. Maybe a couple of little peaks, a little bit, just for making it nice and comfortable, but you'll see that transition as we come back. So one of the things that I did off camera was I went ahead and just cleaned up this area with a 240 grit belt, and now we're at a point to where I can start hand sanding and just blending everything together. This right here is already pretty good, but now I just need to finish this area. We're going to go just 400 grit and 600 grit on it. So I tried it once and I didn't exactly hit it right. So we're gonna try it one more time. There we go. That's the joys of shorter blades. That works. Some paper. Let's say that works. It'll definitely cut through paper towel tubes and paper. Alright guys, let's go ahead, wrap this episode up with one of the best balanced knives I've made. I mean, that is perfect. And I love this profile. The materials that we did with it, the fact that you could see all of those layers of the Mocha Megane in that guard is just so cool. This green burl that we got from Oleg, link for his stuff in the description below. And then this piece of Antler, which I actually got from Petco, just absolutely worked out amazingly. We got a super cool finish on this right here. It's buffed real nice. I filled in the pith area with Starbond's CA glue. It's brown CA glue, and it just has a really cool look to it, and it is just super smooth. But love the overall profile, love how it's weighted, love the guard. This is my first time doing a guard like this, and I think it turned out absolutely awesome. But of course, I'm interested, as always, in what y'all think about this particular build. Do y'all think it was successful? Do y'all think it turned out as good as maybe y'all thought it would? Or do you think it looks ugly? Always interested in that. Guys, let me know in the comment section down below. So, what do we have to look forward to in the next week's Shop Talk Tuesday? We are going to be talking about the shop build. I've got a slab out there now. So I'm going to show y'all the footage of me getting the slab all set up and poured and everything like that. Plus, I'm going to show y'all a 3D rendering of the actual shop itself. I've already got it kind of worked out right now. The rendering looks really cool because I can flip it all around, zoom in, out. I'm going to show you how everything's going to be laid out, the workbenches, the way the roof line's going to work, all of that cool stuff. You're going to get to see that in the next episode. It's going to be really cool. And then in between a couple of other episodes, we are going to go ahead and make a leather sheath for this. So y'all, this is not the final episode for this particular build. I am going to make a leather sheath, and I'm going to show y'all how I did that for this knife. Guys, thank y'all for coming by. If you would, give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all have an amazing day. Y'all stay safe out there. I'll catch y'all next time.